Right, hey guys, welcome back to the first episode of Monday's Maintenance, or Maintenance Mondays, or whatever you want to call it. Today we have my bike set up with a start out here. It's actually quite cold and windy out today, that's why I've got the lapel on today. Today we're going to be talking about drivetrains, degreasing it and re-lubing it and things like that. This is like full of mud. I'll get a close up in a minute. It's full of mud and horrible crap. All this derailleur's got shit stuck to it and it's all horrible. So first of all, you're going to need some products to degrease it. First one I like to have, big important one. If you don't have a hose on hand, get yourself a little spray bottle of just water. That's all you need, a spray bottle of plain water. Yeah, I'd recommend have some biodegreaser. I've just got the Muck Off brand here, my biodegreaser. It is absolutely amazing, I love it. You've got to have a brush, you've defo got to have a brush. This is one of the brushes that I have. Got it from Halfords. All of these things will be linked in the description. It's got like a hard bit, hard bristles all about it to get into the cogs and the chain. But if you don't want to go that far, go to Asda, £1, get yourself a toilet brush. They're amazing for getting into the cassette. And I think one of the last things, there's two more things that you probably need. You won't need any kind of muck off spray. You can have muck off spray today, but you don't really need it. You need one of these nice sponges made especially for clean and change, and a toothbrush. Right, let's get started. So I don't know if you can see how muddy, my head's not going to be in this, but this is extremely muddy, this drivetrain is. You can hear it, listen. The crunching of all that dirt in there is horrible. So the drivetrain is really muddy. If I just run my finger along it once, horrible. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get it wet. So get some plain water. I'm just going to spray the whole of the drivetrain, cassette, derailleur. So this is what you should do after every hard ride. I recommend it, so your chain doesn't and your derailleur doesn't wear down as much. So I reckon if we put that on the maintenance mode, so as you saw, we have the water. We've sprayed it up. If it works, there you go. Get it really wet and nice. So the first thing we're going to do, I think we should just get off like the main bit that we can see here. So you can just listen to it. It's all horrible and gunky. So I'm just going to re-engage the derailleur and then get this one. Come up here, just spin it backwards. So that gets the main bit of gunk off it. There, like that. So that's got all that horrible black stuff off it. So that's got the main bit. So then we're going to come in with some of the biodegreaser. Great stuff, I recommend it. I'm going to spray everything. We're going to spray derailleur, everything that could have grease on it. Jockey wheels, front chain ring. So that's all nice and degreased. That's coming with a nice toilet brush and get in like that. So that gets all the rust stuff off there. So that's got all the rust stuff off that. Now I can come into the jockey wheels. I like getting the jockey wheels with this next. Like that. Getting all in the jockey wheels like that. No, in the derailleur, however you want to call it. And then you get in the front chain ring. And then you can even put it in chain. Like that. Next thing I like to do is get this one and then just go in with the jockey wheels like that and get all the bits of grease and gunk off it, and then slot this into the chain underneath and then cycle forwards like that, and do exactly the same for the top of it. Like that, which gets the main bit of gunk off it. So now what you want to come in with, some more water, because you've got the main gunk of it off now. So if we come with water, So now, because we've added the degreaser, it should go kind of soapy and foamy. As you can see, it's starting to go a bit soapy and foamy. At the end, you will need some kind of bucket of water to clean everything off at the end. Alright, so that's all of that, all done like that. So then we're going to get a sponge. I've got this like micro bubble one. As you can see, I've already used it here. So we're going to come to the bottom of the chain. We're going to wrap it around the chain, and we're going to back pedal like that, which gets all of that horrible crap off it. So as you can already see, the chain's looking a hell of a lot nicer than it used to. Now what we want to do is we want to disengage the derailleur and take it off the front chainring like that. So that's just there like this. So then what we want to do, get this and just get on the top of there, get all the gunk out of that. Can even go as far using a toothbrush. Like that, gets all the gunk out of there. So that chainring's nice and clean. Come at it with a bit more water. Pull full of dirt off it. Then you can come with like a smaller sponge or something. Didn't say it at the start, but you don't have to have it. But I've got a smaller sponge just for displacing a lot of the water. So now if we come back to focusing on the gearing of our bike, which is this bit here, I am just going to come in and rigorously scrub the derailleur with my, it might look like it's scratching up, but it isn't, that's the soap working. So rigorously scrub it like this. This gets all the horrible big chunks off it. There you go, perfect. So now we can come in and wash it down with the water again. Nice. Let it drip for a minute. Come get your other small sponge and displace all that water, or water, like I said before. Like that. Let's displace most of the water. So, cassette. As you can see, my cassette's been used because it's been wearing down quite nicely, which is not very nice, but it means we're getting use out of it. So if we just come along with this again, and we're just going to come back like this and just do that. Just cleanse the outside of it nicely. I'm just going to move the chain up a bit so we can get to that, right to that lower hard gear. Let's come with the toothbrush because you can't really get that with a sponge. There we are, sorted. So now we're going to finish off this chain by going with it a toothbrush. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to put it back on the front chain ring like that. So now it's going to come in the bottom like this. Clean it. Top. Sides. And other side. Smooth. Now what we can use a bit of muck off, if you have any. So this will get the rest of everything off. Like this. I love muck off so much. There you go. So I'll get back to you in a minute once that's had a bit of time to settle in. So now I've let it set in, we can go over with your brush again and just go over everything with like that. Nice and clean. Pedal. So now what I want to do is want to get a cloth, come on the bottom and wipe off all that excess. And get it off like that. So that chain is now nice and clean, and then for the final bit you want to do each bit of chain at a time with that, and then cloth pedal back, that. Then run it through. Then you can come in and do your jockey wheels, get off the horrible gunk off them. So now you've got the main bits off, can wipe your derailleur, that. So, here we're going to get an old flannel or a small towel, and then because this has got a bit more like texture to it than your cloth, it can get into the cassette and clean it a bit better, like this. But don't let it get stuck or it'll go all horrible. And then do this one small with that, and then you can come in and dry things off. Then what we want to do is we either want to get something with water, let's get that there, something with water in it, and just come and tip it over everywhere where you put soap to get the soap off. Not too much. So now I've rinsed everything off. All I'm going to do, give it a wiggle, bang it, like that. Another wiggle, so that gets everything drip dry. Then we want to get again nice and dry one on the chain, waz it on the chain, waz it everywhere where it's wet so we can dry it all off, so we can put it back where we store it. Don't need to worry about the cassette because that dries quite fast anyway because it's only got a small surface area. Go and dry everything off. Everything dries now. You can just, if you want to, you can just do that. So, there we are. So we fully degreased this drivetrain. It's fully degreased now, fully degreased, nice and dry, nice and clean, nice and beautiful, nice and sexy. I've got a nice SRAM one here which I like, I love it, I love SRAM. So, now we've done this, so it looks really clean compared to what it looks like. So I'll put a before and after shot now on the screen. So yeah, you can see distinct difference. So now what we want to do is we want to leave it for 5-10 minutes. And then what I'm going to use is I'm going to do some nice wet lube. I like wet lube. There. Nice stuff, by Muck Off. I love Muck Off. So what we want to do is make sure this is dry, which it isn't yet, so I'm going to leave it a bit longer. And I'm going to, even if you want to speed up the drying process, it can come through like this. So now what we want to do is we want to get our Muck Off lubricant for the chain. And now we want to add a nice healthy amount. Now I want to cycle through the gears, so I've got 11 gears on mine, don't mind the disc. I like it's rubbing on something, but oh no, it's just that catching. And then up to the top gear, down. Beautiful, nice and smooth. So that there is the first video of many maintenance Mondays. So this is the maintenance Mondays. It's how to maintain your bike. I've maintained the bike by cleaning your drivetrain. Now the drivetrain runs beautifully and smooth. So that's amazing. Some of the things I'll be doing, because I'll be doing how to do your brakes, I'll be doing how to bleed them one day, how to do your suspension, how to set up things. I'll be doing like setup videos. I'll be doing just easy tutorials to do it. And I'll be doing like brake change, gear change for the dropper cable and the gear cable, which will be a fun video to make. Not. So I hope you enjoyed this new style of video and the new style of my channel. I hope you also enjoyed the new thumbnails that I've made. It took me quite a while to make the templates for all of them. So remember to like and subscribe and share this video. Click the like button. The dislike button does work as well, but if you do press it, make sure to tell me in the comment section below why you dislike the video, so I can remember to resurrect that in the next video. And hope you enjoyed this video. Keep on riding, keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.